So I've been waiting on doing this video for what I feel is long enough, now that we have some more information about this issue. And today I want to show you how to disable this device care application on Samsung Galaxy smartphones. I have the Note 10 here. This will also work on the S10 series, as well as other devices that have updated to Samsung's latest version of OneUI, and that has this device care feature with some integration into another company's service, and I'll get into that a little bit later. So about a week and a half ago, there was a post that came up on the Android subreddit talking about this device care application that Samsung has in their Android UI. Within device care, there's actually a part for storage. As you can see, we have a little note here telling us that the storage part of device care is powered by 360. And when you investigate this, this is actually a Chinese company. I have no idea how to pronounce the name. Qihoo 360, however it's pronounced. The company has been having a lot of spyware issues popping up in the news over the last few years, even getting in trouble with the government and Chinese law and regulations. So whenever people who are familiar with this notice that Samsung is utilizing their technology in the storage section of the device care application on their devices, they started digging to find out a little more information. So whenever they decompiled this device care app, they noticed that there was connections made to this 360 company's servers, and we don't really know exactly what data is being sent to them, exactly all the data, as we have not been able to do a man-in-the-middle attack to find out. However, when this first happened, Samsung was quick to give an official reply from their Samsung Members Korea website. And in that, they said that there is no data sent to this company's servers. And instead, they were just downloading a definitions file, a database file from this company, so that they know what can be deleted through this storage section in the device care. So this company collects a database of files that are known to be junk files and that can be deleted easily. Makes a lot of sense. So for a while, that was the accepted reply, and a lot of people felt that this was over. However, just a few days ago, another post was brought up. Somebody was able to, again, with the decompiling of the app, they were found that not only is a unique identifiable ID sent to this company, but also your smartphone's IMEI number. Now, there could be more data sent. We don't really know for sure. However, that's been confirmed. And whether or not you think that is good or bad will depend on whether or not you feel that you want to disable this application. So now that you know what's going on, now that you can have the choice of whether or not you want to disable this app, now I'm going to show you how to disable it. And it's a little bit tricky. We don't need root, and we can do it pretty easily, but we need to have ADB and fastboot tools installed on our computer. We need to then connect our smartphone to the PC with an ADB cable or with a USB cable, so that we can send an ADB command to the device to disable this app. Now, I've actually shown you how to do this in previous tutorials. We're basically just going to reference the how to uninstall bloatware tutorial that I have already done, except this time, instead of picking out a third-party application and package to disable, we're just going to disable this entire device care application. because sadly we cannot disable just the storage part. So today I'm going to show you how to disable the entire device care app. Sadly, it does mean you lose some battery usage and statistic information, but that can be gathered through third-party apps from the Play Store. And in the full article on my website, androidexplained.com, I will be showing how to block this from happening with using other methods. Instead of disabling the entire device care app, you can filter these requests through a firewall. Some use firewall applications, others use VPNs to block those requests. Some are using the Pi-hole firewall. So I will go through all of those. Since those are a lot more technical and in-depth, I'll go through those on the written side on my website. I may cover some of those in video form to supplement that, but today I just want to show you how to disable the entire device care application. So here I have a command prompt up. As mentioned, you're going to have ADB and Fastboot tools installed on your computer. We're going to then open up a command prompt in the same folder that we have our ADB and Fastboot tools located in. This can also just be a terminal or a Windows PowerShell. We then need to connect a USB cable to our smartphone and then to our PC and go into developer options, the hidden developer mode, and enable USB debugging mode. All of this and more, again, will be included in the full tutorial on my website, androidexplained.com. So be sure to check out that full tutorial if you need step-by-step instructions on how to do any of this. So what we have here, as you can see, I have initiated the ADB service, and we can see the device is attached. This isn't necessary, but I'm just doing it to show you that we have the device connected properly. I'm going to then type in ADB space shell and then press enter. And that's going to drop us into this secondary prompt, which I can then type out PM space uninstall space dash dash user space 0 space com.samsung.android.lool. Oddly enough, that is actually the package name for the device care application on Samsung devices with the latest OneUI OEM skin update. So what we are telling ADB to do is to uninstall, which is basically just disable, but we're uninstalling device care, which is this package name. We're uninstalling device care for user 0, which is us. We are user 0. We're the only user on our device. So once we have typed all of that out, we're going to press enter on the keyboard. And you can see we have a success message right there. So just like with uninstalling other bloatware like Facebook or Microsoft Word or Office or whatever they've installed on there and you want to remove, we can disable the device care application the same way by using the package name com.samsung.android.lool. And just to bring you back here to the smartphone to show that this actually did what I'm telling you it did, we have our phone here connected to the USB cable. We have the USB debugging mode, which was required. Now, whenever we go into the settings application and we try to go into device care, it's going to close instantly. And for me, it takes me back to the USB settings page. It might be different for you. And what's funny is once Samsung has detected that the force close happened on that device care app, when we try to open it from settings, when we go back into settings, device care isn't going to be there. It may show up back again after you reboot. You know, the settings option may show up after a reboot. However, again, once you tap it, it's going to force close and it's not going to open. That means there's not going to be any code that's allowed to run that will connect to that 360 Chinese server. There's no battery statistics that's going to be collected and shown. The same thing for the storage. Everything that's available in device care is no longer going to be available, and it's going to be prevented from being executed and ran now that we have disabled the device care app on Samsung devices.